I'm not going to address who the person is. Obviously, video response that I've made before is giving it away. This guy's had so many accounts, so I'm just going to go through this because I'm really tired. I didn't lose any sleep blocking this individual. He's done. Officially done. I don't care. So the thing about it is, I've read through all of this before. I want to say this to the vegan community, and I want to make this clear. I don't care, or this is to everyone in general. I don't care what lifestyle you live. If you happen to eat meat, if you happen to go to a vegan lifestyle or an omnivore lifestyle, that is your life. I'm not telling you anything otherwise. I'm not here to shove my views down your throat. But this goes generally to those like militant vegans that thinking that they have such a high morality over people just because of your lifestyle of eating meat, even though that like a certain individual decided it was a good idea to libel me, slander me, make low blows, and come off as a hypocrite and say that I'm attacking him. This is someone that you have representing your community, then I am sorry. Let's read off a few things here real quick. And to make things clear, I'm not sorry. To this specific person, by the way, I'm not sorry. I'm not feeling guilty. I didn't lose any sleep over this. You can go ahead and make your video responses. You can go ahead and try to keep messaging me, commenting me, whatever you want to do, fine. You're just going to dig yourself a bigger grave. That's all you're doing. As of this point, we're officially done. Your video responses and comments will not be acknowledged, and I don't want to hear that censoring bullshit. Here's the thing. You know what? I don't care about these. I'll read my statement that I wanted to make, but here's the thing. You can view me, from your personal perspective, which I'm okay with, you can view me as a piece of shit. You can view me as evil. You could view me as someone that thinks that they're scum of the earth. Highly bizarre that I should be eliminated, according to my views, of eating meat, even though calculating every time I've said that I even agreed that animal slaughter is a horrible thing, and I don't need to answer these stupid-ass questions. I'm done. There's just no point. There's no point. Me being civil, me being genuinely nice is just not good enough. I'm sweet from the inside and out. But that does not mean that I'm going to let people walk all over me, treat me like filth, making accusations based off little of information that you know about me. Because the truth of the matter is, you don't know anything about me. I don't enjoy the fact that animals are slaughtered for eating something. So I happen to eat a burger from a fast food joint, or I happen to eat a steak from an expensive restaurant. That does not mean that I take pride over something being killed. And I've seen videos of pigs being slaughtered. It was gross, it's disgusting, it's terrifying, it's horrifying what I watched. But it isn't going to make me feel guilty over a dietary choice that I've made. And you're not going to convince billions of people going that route. And I want to make this as a general statement, too. To anyone. If you want to make statements like that, if you want to preach your views and shove them down people's throats, don't do it. Just don't waste your breath. I have zero tolerance policies for crap like that. If you want to force your views down people's throats and then complain that your freedom of speech has been censored, when in fact there's a block button for a reason. So I'm not feeling guilty for any of it. We're 5 minutes in. So I have time, so I'm going to read some of this off. So while I'm pulling that up, I'm going to say this. I respect whatever, to everyone. If you're a carnivore, herbivore, or a vegan, I respect what your view is. If that's the way you want to live your life, that is the way you live your life. Hell, this is coming from someone who even agrees. If you want to try out being a vegan, then be a vegan. If it's something that you feel is right for you, then you try it for you. I myself personally, I've tried it. It doesn't work for me. That's no offense to the vegan community. I've tried it. It doesn't work for me. And I'm not saying that eating meat is a necessity for the human race. Me personally, it's what my dietary choice consists of, and I'm not going to alter it. To me, from my personal perspective, I need it. If you need it or if you want it, that's up to you. This isn't about morality. But it doesn't make me a bad person because what? Because I'm having to feed the industry, right? Because I'm paying the industry. When I pay for something like that burger or that expensive steak, it's not like I'm saying, well, I enjoy the fact that they're slaughtering more animals for them to feed me. I know that's a horrible thing to be thinking of, but I don't take pride in that. There's no perfect solution. There's no way you're going to be able to convince billions of people to do that. So don't try it. If that's your mentality, thinking that you have to shove your views down someone's throats, down my throat, or any of my viewers or subscribers' throats, then your business is not welcome here. When I called out vegan gains, I had every single legitimate concern to do so. And I'm not going to explain what it is. It's in that video response. It's all there. So let's make these statements before I wrap things up. Starting with at least 3 of these that I want to read off of. Veganism is about morality and the conscious decision making. These concepts fall into everyday life and therefore affect just about every action in the world. Do you see where I'm getting at here? Love how you're under the illusion that you can simply move forward without dealing with your problems. Never had any problems. I'm just annoyed at the fact that you can't let go. Or something is in the past. It's insignificant to the present or future. Just avoidance tactics from a small penis coward. And this is even coming from me, a 24-year-old kid, trying to be civil after all this with a grown-ass adult. And he apparently, I know that's bullshit. I know everything from that video response he made to me is bullshit, but like I said, this is general. If you have truly moved on to the past, it cannot bother you. You can therefore admit what you have done wrong to make amends. By not dealing with your problems in the past, you'll never change and move forward with a clean slate. You'll just make the same mistakes again and again, or even make worse ones, which is how war and child rape happen. Is this someone you want representing your community? So if you go out of your way to slander, libel, be a hypocrite, and saying that I'm slandering you, everyone has a line, and it never should be crossed. And that line was pretty much crossed. So I had every legitimate reason to block you. Wasn't that a fear? And this goes for any other prick I've actually dealt with in the past. Wasn't that a fear? Wasn't that out of avoidance? There's a block button for a reason. If you abuse freedom of speech, when you shove your views down someone's throats, yeah, then expect to get fucking blocked. If that's the way you want to go around preaching your morality, right? This isn't about who's right or wrong. My personal perspectives are the least of your concerns. In my opinion, from my personal view, I'm not evil. I see the world how it is. The world is a cruel place. People die. Animals die. Things die. That is the cruel reality of our world. But that does not mean that I take pride in the fact that animals are being slaughtered. And this is even coming from an omnivore who eats both plants and animals, that even agrees and also encourages people to even try a vegan lifestyle. Now, I'm running short on time, so I'm going to make this quick and make my fair statement here. And a little side note I want to make. You ever hear the phrase, people forget 1,000 things every day? Now, despite that being from a video game, it actually is a very, very wise quote. People forget 1,000 things every day. So do you think I'm going to remember everything over the course of 11 months? Because I put it behind me? I'm not going to remember every specific thing. Now, there is a difference between fucking up and lying. When I say fucked up, I made a mistake. I had the wrong information. I fucked up. As opposed to lying, trying to cover something up. Right? Because this wasn't about me lying. I had a fuck up with my information. I had to correct it. It's the reason why I got Camtasia. So if anything happens, or if any problems emerge, I can simply show the data on the actual recording software while I'm talking. That's so cool about technology nowadays. Very sweet. But, to put it along, I didn't lie. I just fucked up. But my biggest mistake out of this entire thing, my biggest mistake of them all, was unblocking you. To this specific somebody. Was unblocking you. I don't owe a damn explanation. Alright, here we go. This is my official statement. So yeah, I'm pretty much confident to say that my view of eating meat is my own personal preference of diet, also along with plants. That does not mean that I do not acknowledge the cruelty of animals being slaughtered. But there is never a perfect solution in anything. I will make this clear to anyone's personal preference of diet, carnivore, herbivore, or omnivore. I completely respect your views and what you choose. I, however, do not respect when someone thinks that you should be eliminated based off your lifestyle. And another thing that I will not tolerate is to be libeled, have my character defamed, or be low-belted by having my family being used in a scenario while a certain prick puts a smug face about it. Or turns around and acts like a huge hypocrite of me attacking him. Now, I'm re-pulling part of this statement because I've given this person a chance and he just wants to keep going about it like a savage little prick. I'm willing to debate this person civilly, but will put him on blast if he ever crosses the line again. I care for people and animals and have never taken away the rights of any creature just because I eat something that was already processed or cooked. If you're a vegan in this group that happens to be private, I respect your tastes. So I will be who I want to be, and not let some self-righteous, narcissistic, egomaniacal vegan cultist try to walk all over me or get me to change based on his facts. I know who I am, and who I am doesn't concern you. That's the bottom line. I am who I am, and who I am does not concern you. And so, right before I end this off, I got one little lesson for anyone in general. I've had people that judge me, and they've actually had a lot of things to judge me about, rightfully so, because I've done stupid shit. And I've moved on from it, and I've improved from that. But for this part here, because I don't quote the Bible. I don't. I never use Bible quotes. But I will use this one because it fits perfectly into this. So to anyone in general, before making judgments, here's the it's not really spot on, but it's pretty much there. Before you judge, take the log out of your eye before moving the speck from your brother's eye. And I'm not being literal about the brother thing. Take the log out of your eye first before moving the speck from your brother's eye. If you want to judge, you do it the right way. You don't go off and libel and slander somebody and then become a huge hypocrite about it. I've tried being so nice and civil. That's just not cutting it, isn't it? So that's it. This person can make video responses to me all he wants. He can make comments all he wants. They're not going to be acknowledged. I gave this person many chances. There are many people that I know in the world. They didn't give me any chance to say anything. They didn't give me a chance to say anything about the any situation that I was actually a part of. They instantly just shut me out. But the difference between that was, I gave this person a chance, and I've given people far beyond worse a chance. So I don't want to hear any more of that freedom of speech blocking bullshit. And I didn't lose any sleep over this. So that's pretty much it. So I will catch you guys later. Next video, we're going to do some fun stuff. Star Wars is something that I have in mind. So I will catch you guys later.